What is up, guys? IWrocker reporting to you online for a really fun video. Today, we're going to check out all the current truck websites from the manufacturers. So basically, we're just going to take a quick test drive through all of them. I actually haven't been on any of these in probably years, actually. I used to do this for fun, build trucks or build cars on these sites, and it can be fun to do that. So we're kind of going to skim through them and because I haven't done it in a while, and see, we're kind of going to loosely rank them. We're going to see which sites have good presentation, so which sites look the best, and then how the sites run. So, do they run good? Are the menus clear and concise, or are they kind of clunky or misleading? And are like the tools that you can use on the site to explore the truck or build the truck, are they useful or are they kind of confusing or misleading as well? So let's check them out. We have Chevy, we have Ram, we have Ford trucks and GMC trucks, and then Toyota. I know there's more manufacturers and there's more trucks, but these we're gonna keep it to these five are the most you see. Um, you know, Sorry to rip on Nissan, but I don't see too many Titans around here. I'm not even gonna bother with their site. Same with the Honda Ridgeline, not a truck. So, all right, guys, let's get started. I guess we'll just go in order here. These are random order. Let's go to Chevy first. And so we're greeted with a very bright theme, kind of a cool posterized picture here. We have the half-ton Trail Boss Z71, and looks like a three-quarter ton Chevy in a nice blue and chrome. So let's play with the sight here. So we're greeted by those two trucks. They look all right. They just don't look handsome in my opinion. And then you have your awesome, quotes here. Okay, so looking at the layout, it's pretty good. It's very bright, very happy, right? And you're greeted by a pretty straightforward layout of each truck. So you have the Colorado being the smallest, you have the Silverado, which is basically all their half tons, which is going to be your highest volume trucks, and then you have your work trucks, your heavy duties right here. Okay. And it's kind of cool. They show the starting price, they show the as shown. So obviously this truck isn't 28, it's 49. So that's kind of nice. They do like every trick, that all the manufacturers do. They show you max. You have to read this max. It's not every truck you see has this much towing or this much payload. It's the max, which is usually in like a really weird configuration that no one gets. So, not every HD at all that you're gonna buy is gonna be able to tow 35,000. I guess I'm the off-road guy. Let's go try to build them. Uh, Yeah, let's try the build and price. Okay, so you get a little info here, stuff to look for. That's nice that they lay that out for you. And cool, so I like this. Pretty easy. You got the truck right here, and you got the actual numbers for this truck, not the poster numbers like we saw before. And you have your configuration, so very well laid out. That's pretty nice that a regular cab long bed is still just under 30 grand. That's kind of cool. By the way, I did notice these sites, this edit location. I'm not going to bother with this. I know the prices do change depending on your location. And always when I go to these sites, it is never the correct zip. This is like some random zip. I don't know where this is. Let's go with, let's just try and keep this quick so we can see what it's like. So regular cam long bed. Look at that. I like that little work truck with the steelies. If you guys don't know, I'm actually a huge fan of just base model cars and base model trucks. I love them. Now this is kind of interesting. We're in 2020 basically. This is a 2020 truck, and they're still using the 4.3 liter V6. That's kind of amazing. 5.3 also great engine, classic LS. I like the older ones better. Obviously the DoD problems they have are plague the newer ones, but they're still strong engines. We can do here. Let's do a two-wheel drive. Let's try and build a really cheap one. See, look at that. Ooh, I'll keep the 5.3 though. Look at these. So this is the base model. You still get 7 colors. It's kind of cool. Let's see if it changes. Okay, it takes kind of long, but it does change. So that's cool. You get to actually preview the truck with that color. Cool. All right, let's go with black. So honestly, this truck doesn't look too bad in a regular cab long bed with black. Interior color, jet black cloth or jet black vinyl. Let's go with cloth. Cool, you get a preview of the interior as well, but I'm okay with that. They're very simplistic. You still have a screen that's pretty impressive for a work truck. Okay, now you have packages. This is how vehicles are nowadays. It's not like the old days. You can't pick one thing or another. It's just packages. That's it. So you have the value package. They have a discount going on. It must be either some sort of truck deal or Black Friday month maybe. So you power this, power that. Otherwise, it might have manual. In 2020, you can still get manual windows. That's kind of cool, actually. This is pretty cool. How you can get different things. So you can get like chrome, or you can get blacked out. Sometimes you can get body color. So that's kind of cool. Won't get that. Chrome, nah, won't get that either. Package, screw it. I'll get that. I don't even know why. See, this is why, okay. Now, this is partly this isn't all on the website. This has to do with how these manufacturers have stupid ways of buying these trucks nowadays. So the problem I have with this package way of buying vehicles nowadays is, look, I'm thinking I'm just adding this $175 package, but I can't add it. I have to add these too, which is one additional charge, twice the price of what the original package is. And I don't know why it affects these tires. So it's just kind of bizarre. And okay, that's enough for that. Exterior. I'll start running through these quicker. Steel wheels all the way. Let's see what the aluminum look like. Ugly. You have to pay for them and they're ugly. I'll take the steels. Steelies, baby. They're free and they look like they want to do work. Looks rugged. Tires I'm not gonna change because it just made me change them on that other thing. Pick up bed delete. Let's see this. That's kind of neat. No way. Oh, look at this. I'm screw it. I just want to see it without it. Oh, it doesn't show it. Okay. So I don't know. Didn't show it, but it's kind of neat that you can do that. All right. Durabed they call it. That's interesting. Axle ratio. This is big. Can you change that? It does not look like. I know certain trucks you can. They still do that nowadays. Just depends. This work truck, I guess not. I would love a 373 in here or a 410, but a 342 is just kind of lazy. Doesn't look like you can change it either. E85 capable? No way. Engine block heater? Nah, it's not a diesel. Automatic. Okay, this is cool that you can add automatic locking rear. Definitely add that. If it's two-wheel drive, at least get some help there. Definitely want your trans oil cooler. 220 amp alternator, yeah. You know, we want to maybe run some stuff on here. Skid plates, I thought I added those. Maybe not. Who cares, honestly? It's two-wheel drive. We ain't gonna be going anywhere crazy with it. So, chrome front bumper, no way. Probably got to add some package anyway. No steps. So anyway, you see, they lay out everything pretty decent though. Interior, so far the site's looking decent. It's pretty straightforward, which is what you want. It's not fancy. It's very just bright and friendly. Cool. This is a base truck. So then it shows you that you've gone through everything. And I guess it sends you a summary. So looks like the price of the truck I've built here, which is bare bones, is 31, or I'm sorry, 32,230 with a $1,000 discount with their cash allowance. So yeah, That's pretty interesting. You can still look at it right there. You can enlarge it if you want. Okay. So that's pretty cool. You get a full screen shot of it. You get to see your truck. I like it. So this site, honestly, it's pretty good. I'm going to give this site, the ChevyTrucks.com, with everything between presentation, function, layout. I am going to give this site a just, I'm going to say a 7.5, 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely pretty easy, usable, kind of on the understated side. Yeah. Okay, now on to Ram trucks. I'm gonna try and go through these a little faster. I feel like I kind of took long on that one, but long videos can be fun. You can just sit back and relax and explore these websites with me. So um, now we are on Ram trucks. So it's laid out pretty good. You have their trucks and vans, and you have their commercial, and you can get some accessories here and towing and capability info, the important numbers right here. So first impression is the presentation is nice. It's a little more fancy than the Chevy site, but the fifth gens don't look bad. And honestly, these days trucks have just gotten so crazy. I'm not an overall fan of newer trucks anymore, but if I had to pick one, the Ram certainly takes the cake. It still looks pretty good, still resembles a truck. It's kind of, they just have a softer look than they used to. But you know what? That's how it's going. So I think they pull it off the best. This Ram looks really good. I do like this grill actually better than that mustache job they did on the Classic. So, okay. This one, let's build, I suppose. We'll just keep it simple with the half ton like we did in Chevy. Some ads down here for maybe different trims, like the night edition. You get a little commercial truck season ad here. So they give you some info on if there's current deal, fifth gen, half ton. Okay, and right away we're greeted with a current sale on it. So that's very good. You don't have to search for this or wonder if there's sales. You get greeted right away that it is a Black Friday sales event. And this looks pretty crazy actually. Ours again. I know you can do the find one. We're not going to do that. Those are all pretty similar. I mean, you try and find a stock package that you want and it looks for it on dealers around you. So that's not too fancy. We're not going to bother with that. The more fun part is, building one. So we're going to stick to 2020 because that's what we did with the Chevy and it is almost 2020 as well. All right, and you are greeted with, again, pretty good layout. It's very bright with the black on top. I like that. You agree with all the trims laid out very nicely. It shows you an estimate of what they start at, and you can write out the box, select your configuration, which I like. Your configuration and your four-wheel drive or not. Let's do the base truck again. It does look pretty cool though. All right, so we're going to do a two-wheel drive tradesman, and look at this. This is kind of lame in my opinion. They don't do a regular cab long bed. That's very interesting. I did not realize that. So on the fifth gen half ton, at least, they do not do a regular cab long bed. I suppose we'll just do a quad cab 6.5 foot two-wheel drive starting at 31. So it's already a tiny bit more than the Chevy was. Something like I said, the dock though, that sucks that there's no regular cab half ton anymore. Okay, so your standard powertrain looks like it is the 3.60 Pentastar V6. And you can obviously upgrade to the 5.7 Hemi, which is the best engine by far, or the e-torque, the Hemi hybrid, which I know not much about. So this truck is definitely going to be more expensive than the Chevy. So we're going to do the Hemi, and it comes with the 8 HP 75 8-speed, pretty good transmission from what I hear. Um, so this is laid out a little different. You notice how we're just straight into like the drivetrain. It doesn't show the truck, so this is different than a Chevy. So far, it depends on what you like. I kind of like the Chevy side a little better because it showed the truck here and it showed all the, subsections here as you went through them. So that was more simple head. So, anti-spin, yeah, sure, we'll do that. Gear ratios. Now this is something that's better than the Chevy. You can pick your gear ratio. So you have a 321 standard, a 355, or a 392. Very cool that Ram lets you do this even on a base model work truck. 392 for sure. Block heater, no. And then your packages, it goes straight to your packages. So it looks like we're working with a vertical top-down sight. No imaginary truck, like I said. So you have your appearance groups. Not gonna worry about these too much. Okay. I spoke too soon. It's a little different how it works, but you come down and you do get your little imaginary truck here, and you can even rotate it. So I take it back. Once it shows up, pretty cool. You can rotate it. Okay, so colors, you have about the same amount of colors. It is just a base work truck, not many to choose from. They're all pretty boring. We'll go with the black again. Looks pretty good though in black. You don't get like the donut steelies. They're all, five spoke design. Oh, you got your little options. Rear wheelhouse liners. Hello, tongue twister. Okay, so then you have your interior. The interior of the Ram is, I think, probably the most premium. Even on this work truck, it looks pretty good. I do hate this. Yes, call me an idiot, call me old school. I love the column shifter or a floor shifter. I don't get this. I think that's really goofy. But that's what they're doing. Push button start even in the base truck as well. I notice everyone's going to that standard. Your vinyl or your cloth. That's good that you get that choice. I'll choose a cloth. You connect. Floor mats, we don't need those. Blah blah blah. Then you get another shot of it. And that's it. It's a little less involved. I think you can make it more involved, when you click on a lot of stuff. It is kind of just straightforward, top down, and it's different, that's for sure. And here's your summary. There's your beautiful truck. So, kind of interesting. Shows a overview of everything you have. And this truck, by the way, doesn't even show a price. That's kind of weird. Site a 4 out of 10. That's kind of a fail at the end here. I can't ignore that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's forward. So we have four trucks, very bright and friendly again. Pretty sleek. You got some cool shots, action shots. Of course, you got the Ford F-150 towing a boat. The Ranger going through the dunes. Your Ford Pass BS here. So Ford laid it out pretty good. You got your transits at the bottom. The Raptor gets its own plaque here. Cool, pretty cool Super Duty shot going through the creek. F-150 for a really base truck. Build and price is what we want. Get a little overview of the truck in the description there. Okay, so here's your base truck, which is what we're going to stick with, but we'll go through. So right away you're greeted with a picture of the trucks. You get to pick your cab and your box, which is nice. I like this. So let's run through the trims. They have a lot of trims, and you can still access the Raptor through here. XL. So we can do regular, you can do super cab, or super crew. Very cool. Let's go with the regular. And what do we have for a box? 5.5, 6.5, or 8 foot. Let's do the 8 foot. It's only a couple $100 more. And let's go. Let's configure. Okay, so you get a big picture of the truck here. Very clear, looks nice. And it looks like it's not side to side like Chevy and not top down like Ford or like Ram rather. It's just all in one. Like just all of it's right here and you can just build it as you go. You have some colors here. Oh wow, that's expensive. No, we don't want that. See, it does show a preview. Some of them work, some of them don't. As you see, it's changing the trim down there. Kind of confusing. Let's go with stone gray. Let's change it up. It looks kind of cool in gray. Sport appearance, no. Eco boost payload, no. This is cool. Gives you a CNG propane prep pack. I didn't notice if the other ones did that or not, but that's pretty cool that you can do that. You can add the FX4 to most of these trucks. That's kind of neat. Power equipment group, blah, blah, blah. So you got all your groups. Not going to add any of those. Powertrain. Let's see what we got. So standard is a 3.3 EcoBoost, or not EcoBoost maybe, because they'll say EcoBoost. So no, just a 3.3 V6 lets you get that in a base truck. Does it? Oh, that's cool. You get a little overview of the engine. Okay, it does. Look, the truck stayed the same, and it let me add a Coyote motor with this base truck. I like that. Okay, I'm impressed. I thought it would screw something up. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Stripped out work truck with the 5 liter. Um, Included is a 10-speed automatic, probably because of the V8. 4x2 is fine with me. Exterior. Definitely keeping the steel wheels. Don't need those. But of course, you have all your options. The bed divider, they finally got along with RAM there. Okay, so they do let you pick axle ratios, and they let you pick a lot. Well, actually, it appears as a lot. It's the same about as RAM that you pick. It only looks like more because they're combining picking the axle ratio along with picking a limited slip or an open diff. So um, that's kind of cool. You get to pick that all at once. I don't mind that. Uh, 392 on the Ram is pretty badass. You only get a 373 with this, but that's still better than Chevy that you did for the base truck. It's a little bit of a hefty price. Oh, see, it's a lot actually. Okay, so a little click and switch there. So no, I don't want to continue with that. Let's see if I can add a non-limited. And no, you can't. And tires, we'll keep the BS straight ones or the standard ones. Summary. So that's it. Interior, I forgot about that. You can pick your colors there, dark gray or gray. Pretty much all you get. You can add some doonads here. And yeah, summary. It's kind of cool. Gives you like a window sticker looking breakdown here. And the price comes to around 31.6. So definitely a good value. So I'm going to rank this site based on the presentation, the usability. We did get a couple click and switches. We've gotten that on every site so far. Those are very annoying. But the presentation's all right. It's nice and bright, white and blue. And the price worked. So the function is okay. I will give this site an 8. I will just give it a little more than the Chevy with 7.5. The Ram was I believe a 4 or 5, I said, and this is a 8. So this is in the lead so far. Okay, now I'll go into GMC. GMC trucks. We have gmctrucks.com. You have all the trucks laid out. Now presentation, I'd actually have to say right away, number one, this looks pretty cool. That shot is epic. You have the mountains, you have a big ass lake, and then the beautiful GMCs. I may have to retract my statement. I hate the newer Chevys. I'm not a fan of the newer Fords. The GMCs, even though they're the sister truck of the Chevys, they are designed much better. The Chevys are just ugly. This truck is ugly. This This is all right looking. I can deal with this. GMC, I kind of didn't notice until right now. They actually look all right. They might be the best looking. Just pure cosmetics. And the site as well looks good. So you have it laid out pretty nice. You have the light duties. So it lays it out there. Straightforward with the trims. Look at the price difference. Boom, boom. Ability. And then, of course, you scroll down and you have heavy duties as well. Very cool shot again. Very cool work trucks they have, along with the Denali's pretty badass. Very expensive, but very, very cool truck. And then, of course, they're mid-size at the bottom. So you have your Canyon and your Canyon Denali. I didn't even know they made one of those. Wow. All right. So GMC's presentation is number one for me so far. The trucks look cool, and the website's very cool. It's a lot more colorful, um, very handsome, like you did on the Chevy. And I'm assuming, yes, this site is going to be very similar to the Chevy. The entrance, the intro, the home screen was way better. But this part is going to be just kind of like the Chevy because, I mean, they are both GM. You get the same steel wheels, which I didn't mind the wheels. The wheels are cool. But I think the GMC does just looks better. Okay, so yeah, you have the black work truck just like we did with the Chevy, so we're just going to keep that. I believe, right? Yes, $2,000 cheaper. So GMC, this site actually kind of wins for me. That truck right there, 29,985, under 30,000. That's pretty cool for this truck. That's not bad. In a day and age where I think trucks are ridiculous because they're 50 to 70 grand, that's just too much. Um, Under 30K for a new truck, pretty cool, gotta admit. So yeah, I'm gonna give this site, the GMCtrucks.com, I'm actually gonna rank this a 9 out of 10. This one wins so far for me. Kind of shocking. So Toyota doesn't have a dedicated truck site. It is just the Toyota corporate site for all their vehicles. So you go to trucks and then you have your Taco and your Tundra. We'll do the Tundra. Their site's very boring so far. I mean, no surprise really. But it's very simple. They'll see if it's functional. If it's simple and functional, then it'll get a good score. I mean, it doesn't have to be all posterized and pretty. So it's a little more advanced actually because it's actually got a video playing. The other ones didn't have that. So instead of a cool picture, you have a video. I'll give them points for that. That's pretty cool. Okay, you have a offer right presented to you, which is nice that they show you that there is an offer currently. So 3,000 cash back isn't bad. So starting at is already higher than I believe all of them for even a base truck. So 33 is kind of up there for a very low option truck. They have decent colors. I always like that they kind of come in like a brown or a bronze. This color's neat, so I'll give them that. Everyone's kind of got that destroyer gray color nowadays. That always looks neat. Voodoo blue. Ooh. Let's go with black. Um, Build. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. They believe they had models down here. Yes. Okay, so they do lay out the models a little underneath an SR build. And then, okay, there it is. You get your little imaginary truck. Your starting MSRP is kind of high. And I believe this comes only, oh no, okay. So yeah, next step. That's kind of weird. We did next step twice. Okay, so you get double cab no matter what. You don't get a regular cab, so that kind of sucks. Same with RAM. That's kind of lame. But you do get a 6.5 foot bed, or you can opt for a long bed. So let's do the long bed. Screw it. Loading, loading. So the site's a little slow so far. That's a long truck. I dig it though. Freaking crew cab with a long bed. Damn, that is a long truck. Okay, and then your only choice is the 5.7i Force. Okay, rear wheel drive, obviously. Exterior. Oh, okay. We're repicking the color because it's the base, so we'll just do the black. Like I said, the site is kind of slow. Okay, fabric. That's fine. Graphite. And then of course you have your options. So it's it's kind of unique that they all have their own layout, right? So, I mean, this you have the imaginary truck up top, and then you have like a belt in the middle with your where you are on each step, and then your packages down here. So it's all on preference. This one isn't bad. It's not my favorite. The GM ones were pretty cool and simple. Favorite layout because it's a lot of scrolling and kind of trying to keep track of a lot of stuff. But at least you get it all in one, in one hit. They have a lot of options for, I think it's body color stamped, the Tundra, but you can get like chrome or black, so that's kind of neat, that you can do that. But that's pretty neat. Okay, so summary is at the end. You still have your truck. You can see what you've done to it. And we have done nothing to this truck. It is base as can be, and it's 35 grand. So they definitely lose in the price department. That is the most expensive truck so far, and you couldn't really do much. You only got one cab choice. The only thing you could choose was the bed, and yeah. So for building the truck, definitely not the best. Presentation, okay. You had the cool video playing at the beginning. It's a lot of side scrolling. But it's singular, kind of like the Ford site was, just in a different way. All right, so I'm gonna give the Toyota site a 7 out of 10, right below Chevy with 7.5. Okay, so this truck was the most expensive. So throw a like on this video if you did enjoy it. Make sure and subscribe for everything trucks. And like always, I'll catch you later.